Hey guys, I was sitting here thinking at lunchtime about Baker Mayfield's performance last night and his comeback win, and you know that was pretty impressive. I've never been a Baker guy. I just never been. There's things about his attitude and his personality I don't like. I'm sure he's a nice guy and everything, but it's just not my cup of tea for quarterbacks. I think you need to be a little more mature than he seems to show. However, I think that game last night, rolling into town and playing a game the next day on a brand new team, a team that's really been struggling, bad offensive line, just hasn't been good this year. And he leads him to a win last night. I think probably the best performance of his career, and maybe what Baker needed after leaving Cleveland, the way he did. Maybe what Baker really needed was somebody to come in and say, "I believe in you." Sean McVay, and you hear that guy talk, man, I'm not a fan of the Rams, but man, after listening to him talk, I want to suit up in a LA Rams uniform and go hit somebody, right? Like, I think that Sean McVay, the most underrated part of him as a coach is the enthusiasm that he shows. It's not overblown. It's not over the top. But that dude gets excited. And I think if you are coming into a locker room, you're a guy that's been struggling, your team that drafted you number one overall in the draft, after a few years says, we're done, goes out, makes a big trade, gets Deshaun Watson. Last offseason, not good for Baker Mayfield. Matt Rule, wasn't working. They fire him partway through early on in the season in Carolina, and it was just bad. It was just a bad situation. And then the guy goes to Los Angeles and feels some love in just one day and goes out and has himself a game last night. I think it's all about Sean McVay. I think it's all about him as a coach, him as a human, him as who he is. And good for Baker. I really want to see him in the league. I want to see him succeed. I want to, he's not my cup of tea, but I don't want him to be out of the league yet. So hope this thing out there works out for him.